Hey everyone, it's Ronin Ros, here with another video for Legendary Game of Heroes Guild Wars Strategies. So this is the part 3 for my Glorious Golems advanced strategy, and here we're going to be talking about how to defeat defenders who have the Toxin Warden followed by a counterattack. I mentioned in part 2 that that kind of opponent would be pretty difficult and you should try to choose another one, but here is an example of a workaround that you can use if you have these cards. So to do this, you're going to need to have, of course, the ultra rare, high performance unit Uria, Sparus, the Glorious Golems, ultimate form, and then, of course, turn delay. And then you're going to have one of the two Dark Wardens that can dispel enemy debuffs. Remember, debuffs are things that are put onto your cards, so like Toxin. So Obsidian Tactician is the one I'm going to be using. The other one that you can use is Undying Yagami. I'm going to be doing this without any GvG relics, but I will be using all Immortal Killer relics. So let's hop in this battle, and I'll show you how to do it. So the premise of this is actually basically that we're just going to do the same thing that we were doing before by doing turn delay on the Toxin Warden. And then once we get to the counterattack, we're going to use the Dark Warden to clear the Toxin and then let us use the ultra rare. So again, I'm going to start out by doing the ultra rare here to give me another turn to get rid of that chaos. And to turn delay now, there's gems that can match, so I'm not going to use my skills until I can get rid of that chaos. Here we go. Now, you're obviously going to be fighting this battle basically with 3 cards, which is enough if you are kind of strategic with how you're using them. So here, I'm going to try to match as many gems as possible each time. Once you kind of are able to get the turn delay stacked up high, it won't be as big of a problem. But initially when you're trying this, you may find that you're not able to fill the turn delay bar. So like here, I'm going to say I did that just because I didn't need to use the skills, so that I can now get another refill with the card skills. So the first step is just to build up the turn delay so that you're in a comfortable range. And then once you kind of get to that 5 turn or so, what you can start doing is saving using the cards for when you actually have the passive skill also active so that you can actually deal a large amount of damage. And this is especially true if they have auto heal and auto heal cudgel. Okay, so that I could use the skills now, but because I have enough turn delay, I'm just going to wait. Now the key thing for using this strategy is that you do want to arrive at the next boss with at least one of the skills available. So that's the thing that takes some effort to kind of time. When I say skills, I mean Sparus or Glorious Golems. Okay. So for example, here I can use just one of the cards. I think this might do it. Yep. So that'll take some practice to figure out exactly for you how many turns it's going to take, but you want to arrive at this warden with one of those 2 cards available, okay? And here's the reason why. So instead of doing the turn delay like we used to do, because that would end up with me dying, because you're going to be attacking against the counterattack, I'm just going to use Obsidian Tactician to remove the Toxin, and then use the ultra rare. use a turn delay for good measure. So you see, I still took some damage, and that actually worked out fine. I'll show you a way to minimize damage. But you see, the rest of this is obviously easy because it's just, I can now freely use the ultra rare. Okay, so now it's basically easy peasy, no problem. Okay, so one thing that you can do is that when you do attack, the order that your cards attack in matter. So actually, I should put this in. I should put sparse here. Because I think it goes 1, 5, 3, 2, and then the middle 3. But definitely, I mean, you can test that out. I think sometimes it may have changed. But in either case, what you saw was that we were able to do it anyways, that we were able to survive just even getting one of the counterattack hits coming back. So this is a good way to get around people who have Toxin Counterattack is by using the special wardens who can remove the dispel, remove the debuffs on you. Hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, definitely put them below or find me in the game. Shoot me a like if you like the video. Check out some of the other videos for Guild Wars. And thank you for watching.